So to create parcels to begin with, what we're going to do is work with existing objects, and we're going to convert those objects into parcel segments, put them into a site, and then of course Civil 3D will create those parcels for us. So let's go ahead and open up our first exercise here, parcel from objects. And you notice there's actually a statement up here of no. What does it mean? Well, we're going to see in a minute why this is not the best way to create parcel objects. In this case, there's two AutoCAD polylines, this one with a closed line here, and this one with a closed line here. So we actually have two lines on top of one another. We're going to see why that's a bad example in a second. Here we have one polyline, and then a line in the middle that actually separates or demarcates the one polyline into two closed spaces. So we go to our Home ribbon, Create Design panel. Under Parcel, we're going to choose to create parcel from objects. When we do, it asks us for the objects to create the parcels from. We're going to select these two objects here, the polyline and the line. I'm going to go ahead and press Enter, and it asks us for the site. Now we already have a site created here, but you could easily create another site simply by pressing this button. It asks us for the style of the parcel. Again, remember the parcel style really is more connected to the empty space. But you can also control the segments of the parcel style and the segments that make up that parcel within that style as well. Our layers are already defined for us in our object layer settings for our drawing, and even the label for the area for our parcel. We're going to erase the existing polylines. I go ahead and click OK. And you see, based upon the layers and the styles, we now have two parcels. Now this could easily be turned into one simply by removing the enclosed space. I can change that parcel at any point simply by moving or changing the segments that make up the parcel. And notice though, it's always required to have that enclosed space. Otherwise, Civil 3D automatically removes that parcel. So the key really is to create the enclosed spaces. But it's so dangerous to create enclosed spaces by having lines on top of lines. So really what we have here in Civil 3D's mind, there's three parcels. That's what's really going on in Civil 3D's mind. You have a parcel here, closed polyline. You have a parcel here, closed polyline. And then you have a zero space area parcel where these two lines come together. Now, Civil 3D's pretty smart software is going to try to figure out and recognize, well, that's not really a parcel. But it's going to start getting confused and could create a problem in your drawing. So always think of any shared segments that we're working with within Civil 3D. These shared segments don't need to have two lines, just one. Really makes it easier to draw our parcels. And we see the power of the parcels. We don't create the parcels, we simply provide the segments, put them in the right site, and Civil 3D creates the parcels for us.